We welcome you back on the Domino's postgame report as Carson-Newman picks up a 30-21 win over the Mars Hill Lions. Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Turner. Mike, congratulations. Best day offensively for the Eagles so far this season, more than 500 yards of total offense, more than 420 on the ground. What did it take for this unit to get rolling against the Lions defense?
Well, I like the heart of this football team, and I've said that from day one, and nothing's happened to change that at all. I love their heart, and I love their effort. We're going to get to the point here somewhere, and I hope it's real soon that we can finish completely 4 quarters and look like we were headed on our way to that, and we gave up some things that happened, but, you know, and I give credit to Mars Hill. Those kids, they played great. They played hard, and those receivers made some catches that were covered so well you couldn't have drawn it up to be covered any better. They just made a right throw. But our kids are exciting, and they're excited about winning. And we can finally get off the road. You know, we put them on the bus this morning at 7 a.m., and so we get off the road and we get to go home next week and get ready to play at the house.
Yeah, 3 of the next 4 at the Creek as well. You look at this one, Jared Dillingham. Career night after career night for the kid. 24 carries, $196 for the senior out of South Carolina. What about his efforts toting the rock today?
Well, he's one of those kids that, you know, when they talk about an athlete having a large heart, he's got triple X. And what a great kid and what a gutty kid. And he played today, and he come up to me at one point and said, "Coach, I had to come out. I was winded." And I went, "How's an athlete like you get winded?" But we were going pretty fast tempo. So, but man, yeah, what a great effort rushing the football. And we need to run the football. We needed to have that part of it going so that we could open up some things in the passing game. But you know, that's a credit all the way around. That's a toughness deal right there because they knew what was coming, and our kids sucked it up and got it done.
You talk about getting it done. 3 times you turned Mars Hill over on downs in the second half on your side of the 50. What does that say about a defense that gives up its most yards in a game this season, but when push came to shove, stiffened?
Well, that's great heart. That's great determination, and you know, they had it going there first 2 quarters or so, and it was pretty much a dominated event. And then they let them make a few plays there in the 3rd quarter, and you know, Mars Hill got to where they were believing. Okay, and that's part of the game. That's part of what football's about, called momentum. There is that factor that comes into play. But I admire our kids for really stepping up and saying, "Hey, that was it." And they made those stops. And we scored on one of them and should have scored 2 more times. When they stop them on that side and hold them on downs, we should take advantage of that.
Derek Evans rushes for 99 yards, just short of the 100-yard mark, but also 10 for 16 for 145 yards and 2 scores. He does have the 1 fumble. But what about the job of your sophomore quarterback today?
Well, he does a great job. He's a great athlete, does a great job. In fact, before I came up here, we just had that conversation about keeping it within your body. All right? Execute what's in your body. If something's not there, throw it away. Everybody will say he made a bad call. It won't be your fault, but we'll have the football. When we had a conversation about that one series right before that happened where we did turn the ball over, and so that's a good learning lesson for him. Now it's not a fairy tale. It really happened, and he'll grow from that. He is really going to be something as he goes and matures, and as he goes along and sees more football, and his football IQ increases.
Defensively, Saheem Stupart leads the way with 8 tackles. Your linebackers, your top 3 tacklers today, how did they account for against Mars Hill? And their passing game that we talked about, deep balls throughout the week, kept it pretty horizontal to keep pressure off the quarterback.
Well, they did, and probably Tim listened to the show. But, yes, they did. But, you know, our linebackers made some hits there in the first half, you know, and Mars Hill's throwing the tunnel screen, the bubble screen, that type of thing. And our kids come up and stuck them really, really well a couple of times. But they were getting the ball underneath, and that was the opportunity for our linebackers making plays. But, gosh, I'm watching them trying to run the football and watching our linebackers going downhill. They're impressive. It looks like a train coming off the tracks.
You alluded to it earlier, but back-to-back road victories. How meaningful is that with a team that you can't really use youthful anymore. They've got more than half a season under the belts. But to go on the road twice in South Atlantic Conference play and come away with 2 wins in a league that has some parity this season, how impressive is that?
Well, it's one of those that had to be. There's a point in life in football in a season, and in life, a lot of times you get your back to the wall and you got to come out swinging. So those kids have responded 2 weeks in a row in some tough situations. Day trips on the road, that's not normal. And, gosh, they've handled it again so well, and so proud of them and the coaches and our trainers and equipment staff getting everything set up for them. They really treat our kids first class. And from the way the equipment's handled, the way the training room is handled, I'm really grateful to those guys that take care of that and make it a first-class program for these kids. But, they've got a good look in their eye at them, got a good gleam. They know how important it is to win every Saturday. I just told them a while ago, there's half of football in America, baby, isn't happy right now. So be happy, be excited about where you are, enjoy this one, and then let's get ready to line up and go get North Greenville next week.
Mike, pleasure as always. Congrats on the win.
All right, Adam, I appreciate it. Thank you.